Quincy Jones is a name that resonates across multiple facets of the entertainment industry, from jazz and pop music to film and television production. Born on March 14, 1933, in Chicago, Illinois, Quincy Delight Jones Jr. rose from modest beginnings to become one of the most celebrated music producers, composers, and arrangers in history. Known for his groundbreaking work across genres and his long list of collaborations with music legends, Jones has had a profound impact on the sound of the 20th and 21st centuries. Jones's early life was marred by hardship. His mother, Sarah, was a skilled pianist but struggled with mental health issues, eventually being institutionalized. His father, Quincy Sr., worked as a carpenter and later as a foreman, moving the family to Seattle when Quincy was 10. It was there that Jones's musical journey began. He took an interest in the trumpet and fell in love with jazz, a genre that would define his early career. By his teenage years, Jones was playing professionally and, after receiving a scholarship, studied briefly at the prestigious Berklee College of Music in Boston. At the age of 19, Jones left school to tour with bandleader Lionel Hampton, where he honed his skills as an arranger. This experience launched his career as an arranger for several big bands, working with jazz legends like Count Basie, Duke Ellington, and later Dizzy Gillespie. His early mastery of the complexities of orchestration set him apart, but Jones faced an uphill battle in an industry where Black musicians struggled for recognition. His move to New York in the 1950s brought him closer to the heart of jazz innovation, and he soon became known for his work with Sarah Vaughan, Ray Charles, and Dinah Washington. In the late 1950s, Jones's career took a dramatic turn when he was invited to join Mercury Records, one of the most significant record labels of the time, as an arranger and conductor. By 1964, he had become one of the first African Americans to hold an executive position at a major record label. Around this time, Jones was also becoming increasingly involved in film and television music, scoring films like The Pawnbroker, 1964, a project that broke new ground by blending jazz elements with classical motifs to reflect the film's emotional depth. His scores for films like In Cold Blood, 1967, and The Italian Job, 1969, further solidified his reputation as a versatile and innovative composer. The 1970s marked Jones's transition from jazz to pop, as he recognized the vast potential of emerging musical styles. His ability to craft memorable pop and R&B arrangements attracted artists like Aretha Franklin and the Brothers Johnson, leading to a series of successful collaborations. However, it was his work with Michael Jackson that would ultimately define his legacy. Jones produced Jackson's landmark albums Off the Wall, 1979, Thriller, 1982, and Bad, 1987. Thriller became the best-selling album of all time, cementing both Jackson's and Jones' place in pop history. The album's fusion of pop, funk, rock, and R&B, paired with Jones' flawless production, created a sound that influenced generations of musicians. Jones' partnership with Jackson exemplified his approach to production, which emphasized the individuality of the artist. He focused on bringing out Jackson's unique strengths, helping him break out of the Motown mold and shaping his career as a solo superstar. This collaborative ethos extended to his work with other icons, such as Frank Sinatra. Their legendary recording Sinatra at the Sands, 1966, showcased Jones's ability to arrange music that matched Sinatra's vocal precision with orchestral power. Beyond his work in music, Jones also made a significant impact on television. He was the producer behind The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which launched Will Smith's acting career and broke new ground for African American representation on television. He also produced the Roots miniseries in 1977, a milestone in American television that explored African American history in a way that had never been done before. His influence extended to humanitarian projects as well, most notably, We Are the World, a song he co-produced with Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie in 1985 to raise funds for African famine relief. Despite his countless successes, Jones's life has not been without challenges. He suffered 2 serious health scares, a brain aneurysm in 1974 and a subsequent life-threatening condition in 1978. Both incidents forced him to slow down and rethink his lifestyle, but they did not diminish his creative drive. These experiences deepened his commitment to making a meaningful impact, both in the arts and in philanthropy. In the 1990s and 2000s, Jones continued to innovate, establishing his own media companies, such as Quest Productions, and exploring new projects. He produced Q's Juke Joint, 1995, a Grammy-winning album that celebrated his legacy by bringing together artists from multiple generations. Jones's production legacy lives on through his work with contemporary musicians like Kendrick Lamar and Mark Ronson, who continue to draw inspiration from his techniques and innovations. Throughout his career, Quincy Jones has received numerous accolades, including 28 Grammy Awards, a Kennedy Center Honor, and the Jean Hirschholt Humanitarian Award from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. But his impact goes beyond awards and record sales. Jones is celebrated for his visionary spirit, his commitment to diversity and inclusion, and his relentless drive to break barriers. Jones is not only recognized as a pioneer of music, but as a cultural ambassador who has shaped the soundscape of modern America. His work has bridged racial and genre divides, bringing together artists from diverse backgrounds to create music that transcends time and culture. As Jones once said, "I've always thought that a man's goal should be to make the world a better place, because he was here." Through his decades of work, Quincy Jones has undoubtedly done just that, leaving a legacy that will inspire and influence for generations to come. On November 3rd, 2024, Jones died at his home in the Bel Air neighborhood of Los Angeles at the age of 91. His publicist confirmed his death. The cause of death was not immediately disclosed.